What's up, everyone? I'm Crimshot, and I'm going to react to Hunter x Hunter episodes 135, 36, 37. The last three episodes that I reacted to, it felt like the Chimera Ant arc is coming to a close, or ramping up to a conclusion. So, based on that, I'm pretty sure within these next three episodes, finally the Chimera Ant arc is going to end. I mean, it was a good arc, but in comparison with the other arcs that came before it, I felt like this one was just way longer, and it made it seem unbalanced. Like, it's like unfair. It's unfair to the other arcs that they weren't as long, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it turns out that the explosion that Netero set off, you have Yuppie, Poof, and the King who were directly exposed to it. Yuppie's already dead. He was the first to go, figures. The character that I liked on their side. You know, he had to be the first to go, right? We have Poof, he's coughing blood. And the King doesn't... Well, the King actually started bleeding from the nose, I think. And you always have that high-pitched sound going on in the background that I guess was some kind of indication of it. I'm not sure. But, yeah. What was it? Even though Poof was trying very hard to keep Komugi a secret, under all that stress that Welfin was, you know, being pressed on about from the King, he said Komugi's name and then it all came back to him, right? Poof is like all sad because the King he's simping for went down a path he didn't want him to go. And yeah, I don't think Gon and Killua are gonna come back in time for the finale. I thought that this was gonna be like one of those where we're gonna have like the mature Gon, you know, like even though he's not supposed to go into that form because it was such a great sacrifice for his life force and everything. I felt like that was gonna happen again, and that's how he was gonna beat King. But again, that doesn't need to happen because according to Bomb, he's gonna die in a few hours, and we know now that it is because of the poison from the bomb from Netero. Also, Komugi needs holes in that box. I'm pretty sure that if it was airtight, they should have put holes. I don't know, that's still a concern for me, but anyway, let's just get into episode 135. I don't think we're getting an opening because it's just starting off with the... Yeah, there's no opening. Could this be the episode where it all comes to an end? Wait, he walked there? Didn't they all drove trucks to get there? He got there pretty fast, no? Assuming if he was walking all the way. Probably not. Probably flew. Scattering some ant dust. Look like purple fireflies. The hell? He's never done that before, right? This thing with the purple or bluish fireflies. That looks like the room that they were in. Are they in the closet? Well, Palm's in the closet. I don't know where Hikago is. This person and this moment. Okay, so Hikago's somewhere else. Your battle is over. You have won. The battle is over. Does he know he's poisoned? That'd be a kind of cool ending where he has one more game with Komugi and, you know, it's like he finally beats her. That'd be kind of cool. So he knows he's gonna die based on what he felt when he touched Palm's Nen. Okay. That's how he knows. Why not? Why doesn't she just tell him? What's wrong?
私ももう一部あり
Is it kind of like Poof where Poof doesn't want to see the king like this? It's the same for her? She doesn't want to see him like this even though she's on the other side? I have a monitor on this side now. That's why I keep looking this way instead of the camera.
それだけはダメ。あなたたちを見届けていい。それで小麦に会えるのぜひもないこと。
So she's gonna touch him and see how it's gonna end before it even ends.
ごめんね、キルは。約束破っちゃったよ。
What was the promise? I forgot. Yeah, they're still out of it. And Poof is finally, yeah, he's dead. It's kind of weird for the cape to rip off from the wind. Yeah, she get the bubble loogie. Wipe her nose. Oh wow, she's calling up places on the board while she's asleep. Yeah. Will he finally beat her? I keep looking past the camera now. Will he finally beat her? Oh. Isn't that the Hunter Association blimps? The symbol? Because isn't that the symbol on the back of a hunter's card thingy? Hunter's license? Oh, we had a whole time skip. Are they going to show us the final play between Komugi and Meruem? Hospital? Yeah. There's the smoker dude. I think his name was Morel. It's the jelly bean dude. Looks like a frog now. Is that like a will of Netero, maybe? It is. His last words on the disc. Yeah, it was like a will. Who's that guy? Supreme Leader Diego. Oh! So, was that the guy of the underground NGO? I forgot if his name was Diego. It probably was, right? Alright, so Palm just saw the death of the king. Komugi is unaware of this. So she continues to play. That's really sad. Oh no. Okay. Maybe it's like when you look at Palm, in that moment, the king dies. But right now this is like a little bit of a track back maybe. Oh. Gotta use the bathroom. Oh, she couldn't wait to play. Meruem. The light that illuminates all. That's kind of the thing, right? You don't really know what really matters until you know when your life is gonna end. When you know you're gonna pass on, that's when you start to see what really mattered. Yeah, I know about the honorifics in Japanese. Once you drop the honorifics, that's kind of like a... It shows others how close the two are. You know, you're more familiar with this person. They're more on, you know, friends.
よう苦労するか。負けたらやはり死ね。
what happened? They were so nice to each other, and then the king got pissed off because he feels like.
白ではないと申すか。活路があると申すならば。921中将新た。462忍び。これは確かに。道が生きた。気づいてしまったんです。黙れ。考えさせろ。261牙逆新手だ。いかに。
She crying?
こんなに幸せでいいのでしょうか。私みたいなものにこんなに素敵なことがいくつも起きていいんでしょうか。言わねばならんな。
Oh?
毒に侵され長くないこの毒は伝染する。世のそばに長くいればお主に。
So it is contagious. I was wondering about that.
逆新手返せ。今とっても幸せです。ふつつかものですがお供させてください。
I just had a thought. They keep on putting a light by her finger, right? Is that like her nen, in a way? Or in the fingers? It's all in the fingers when she plays? Yeah, when you think about it, if Komugi wasn't born, everyone would be dead. King wouldn't even bother, fighting Netero, right? Well, he wasn't really fighting. He was kind of like giving Netero so many chances. But then, I don't know. Yeah, look at that. We had no opening, and we don't have an ending. Well, this kind of is an ending, the way it's formatted, but it's not the normal ending. She kind of looks younger in some of these bubbles. It might just because of her hair. Her hair is different in the last game that we just saw. Yeah, I think it was the hair. In the end, no one wiped her nose. No one got her a Kleenex. And then they died. Alright, that was my reaction to episode 135. It was a nice episode. And, yeah, it was the conclusion. You had the will with Netero. I mean, he was prepared. You know, naming his successor and everything. We had this guy who was on his porch, rocking back and forth. What was it, like 30th year in retirement? Said Diego. But I'm like, Diego was who? Diego was either... I'm thinking it's either the guy who had his palace took over, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'm pretty sure Diego was referring to the underground ringleader of NGL, right? I'm pretty sure that's what that was. And then there was Palm, who had similar feelings as Poof, where it was, she didn't want to see the king like that. She didn't want to see the king bow to her. She didn't want the king to be this weak, I guess you could say. But at the same time, she was conflicted with her human self. Like, this is what we wanted in a way. But her aunt side was like, nah, this is not the king I wanted to look up to if she was still on their side, right? But she still has that in her, so that's why she didn't want to see it. But, King and Komugi, they got their game in. they got that game in, and yeah, I was questioning it on the last reaction where it talked about how like people near the explosion would get poisoned, but I was wondering, is it contagious even after, where if this group of people who was near the explosion, if they've been moved to another populated area that was, out of harm's way from the explosion, could their poison be contagious to infect those group of people? That's what I was wondering about, because it didn't really explicitly say that, and if it did, I probably missed it. But this was like confirmation where, yo, Komugi, I can't lie to you anymore. I've been poisoned and I wanted to spend my final moments with you, but it's contagious. So if you spend any more time with me, any longer, then you yourself might be poisoned as well. She was just happy to have been born at all, for this moment, I guess you could say. But yeah, that was a nice, almost in a romantic sort of way, they kind of framed it, right? But yeah. What was that? They both died. Well, I'm assuming they both died, right? The way they close it off. I don't know. I threw a joke in there at the very end, but that kind of ruined the mood. I'm sorry, but that's probably what's going to happen. We know King's going to die, and if Komugi doesn't go, distance herself, I don't know, 6 feet, then, yeah, she's probably going to contract the poison and pass on as well. What was it? I think it mentioned Bezov is missing. Who cares about that guy, right? We have Morale. I'm pretty sure that was the smoker guy's name. He was in the hospital. I'm just trying to... Like, we didn't even see Gon and Killua in this one. Yeah. So what's Gon condition right now, huh? Oh, the last time we saw him, Killua was just on his back. Gon was on Killua's back with the long hair still. But yeah, there was a time skip, so who knows what happened really. But then you had the cavalry come in, and they wanted to do a thorough investigation on what went down in that country and the NGO and all that stuff. But I guess that's it, right? That's the end of the Chimera Ant arc. Damn, 135. The Chimera Ant arc started around like what? 60? No. No. That was still Greed Island, I think. It was either 70s or 80s. I think that's when it started, no? So that is like 60 or 70 episodes for this arc, I think. I could be really wrong about that, but it's definitely the longest arc in the series so far, from what I've seen of this anime, right? But yeah, I'm pretty sure that last one concluded it, but who knows, they might have some aftermath in the beginning of this episode, and then we get to move on to what they have next for the remaining, what is that, 136 and 148, like 12 episodes, right? Alright, let's get into it. It's really dark right now. Seems like they're still playing though. All the plants are dead. Did the poison affect the plants as well? She's still... Yeah. For a second I'm like, no, she can't have passed on before him. I think he's on his back. Yep. Oh, wait. Oh my god. This was ending credits. I left it on the ending credits. I thought it went into the next episode. Oh, great. I kind of spoiled myself in the next episode too. I don't know, something. Okay. So yeah. I messed up on that, but that's fine. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Now we're in 136. Sorry. I got the ending credit. Usually it doesn't have one. 134 episodes, and on 135 you decide to put an ending credit. Guaranteed 40% of the people watching the show did not see that. Homecoming and True Name. True Name? For who? It's a lot of dead people. Hmm.
500万人の生存者は難民扱いとなり、保護区の管轄責任等のすべてはハンター協会に一任されることとなった。
Okay. So NGO is now a part of the Hunter Association. Oh, there's Bezef. Oh, he's still with them? I thought Bezef would have like hightailed it out there on his own after getting, away from everything. But he's still with them. Who's that? So Bravoda doesn't have his memories yet. Okay, so who was she? Oh, I remember. She was the attendant that was attending to Hina. I remember now. Yeah. It'd be kind of cool if, like, way later on in the series, these guys appear again. Try not to die until you're dead. That was the line where I was like, okay. Maybe it makes more sense in Japanese, because in English, or at least the way it's translated, it kind of comes off as that meme. I forgot how the meme goes exactly, but something about I'll kill you till you're dead or something like that. I don't know, it just comes off as a bit weird. Oh, okay. So she's going with him. I just realized they're in like a freaking RV and everything. Like a camper and stuff. That's not the same truck they left in. She still has a carefree attitude. This must be when... This had to have been taking place before all of those new things that they were talking about at the beginning of the episode with, this nation ceasing to exist and everything like that. Or else Bezef's authorization wouldn't count for anything. These guys are riding off and just saying, like, the heck with everything, right? That kind of attitude. I kind of like that. How are they going to react? Because he still doesn't have his memories, right? He just wants to coexist with people at this point. He believes that he wasn't part of the NGO syndicate, so... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's natural. Run away! Yeah. Are they gonna give him a chance? Coming out with them pitchforks and farming tools for defensive measures? Okay. There might still be some among that village that would be like, no, don't let him get near us or something like that. Oh, was it the girl? Yeah, was it her? Because we know that the kid was the oh man, what was his name? It was like Colt, right? Colt? Now that I think about it, it's kind of surprising that there's still that amount of people left in that village. Consider, unless she moved to another village, I don't know. But then the girl, she just went right into she opened the right door. She knows where she used to live. So this has to be the same village, right? Oh wow, she knew. And now she can talk. I mean, if Reina can come back, Colt can come back. I know he's trying to take care of the last offspring of the queen at the very end before she passed on, but he could visit the mom too, right? God, it felt so long ago since that happened. Just think, like, nearby this village is where it all happened, right? I'm assuming that it was, like, close vicinity to the cave that the queen was in. He's not gonna join him, though? He can go wherever he wants. Oh, Reina came back for him. They say Brovuda. 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 So that was where it officially concludes for the Chimera Ant arc, I think. Yeah, answer. Yeah, that guy. He's the brother of Reina. Right? Yeah, what happened to the kid? There's the kid. Oh my god. Are you serious? What the What the That's Kite? I don't know what to think right now. It's like I'm happy, but it's like we still don't get to see his weapons. That's like kind of the main reason why I wanted him to stay alive, was so I could see more of that weapon, the lottery thing. But oh yeah, they're talking about Gon. Rebuild the entire hospital. I like that. Gon has been recognized for his efforts, and they're gonna do anything to make sure that he doesn't die. And sure as hell would be really bad for Killua, because in Killua is like, he relies on Gon as like a pillar of support and like, you know, to help him on the right path, you know. Another reason why it's weird to think that that girl is Kite is because there's no resemblance, there's nothing. I mean, sure, most of the Chimera Ants don't really look how they used to, but she looks mostly human, so I was expecting maybe the eyes of Kite would be there, I don't know. While you're gone, where are you gonna go? Where are you going? So he's not staying, but he's not going with Nav either. So what is he gonna do? Maybe he knows someone that could fix Gon, like a guarantee in a way. By election. So his successor will be selected through an election?
ハンター協会の最高幹部12神が本部に集結した。
The Zodiacs. Hey, it's Gon's dad, Jin, right? Jin. Banana na 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 na. Da da da. Alright, so 136. I feel like that was a more clean. It wasn't a hard cutoff like I felt the last episode. What was that, 135? I thought that was going to be like the last of it, right? Of a conclusion regarding the Chimera Ant arc. But big reveal. Turns out that the little kid that Colt decided to take care of is in fact Kite. I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm just like, what? Because, again, I think I said it earlier, but one of the reasons why I wanted Kite to be alive through that arc was so that we could see more of that lottery weapon. Now, my question is, now that he's like a kid and I think a girl, will he still get that weapon? Is that weapon coming back at all, right? Because I want to see the weapon. Also, the facial features, no one would ever guess that that was Kite. You know, I was expecting maybe similar eyes. I feel like that would have been a nice touch. But maybe it's just that that was how Kite was as a kid. I don't know. And I think I talked about it in a previous reaction, might have been the last one, where I was thinking, you know, wouldn't it be cool if Kite was actually the king? I think I mentioned that at one point. So I'm pretty sure that's not the case, especially now. But it is true that he was reborn. That, as someone who looks mostly human but has like a bit of a rat tail going on or something. Yeah, and that was a nice closure for Arena, you know. And then Cole was talking about like, oh, this isn't Reina, or you know, Kite was saying, I'm not Reina, I'm Kite. Right off the back, that doesn't mean that Kite has all of the memories. It just might be like, you know, I don't like that name, I want to be called Kite kind of thing. But it's possible that all of his memories are there, and that Colt thought that this was Reina, or maybe he just named her that because it remind, you know, for nostalgia's sake, maybe, I don't know. And then we have, again, I feel like Colt could have visited the mom at that point, maybe, I don't know, but Reina did. And man, that mom went through everything, you know. She was like, she's still like anorexic and stuff, but I feel happy about that, how it concluded. And the villagers were pretty open about it, you know. Once, of course, they ran away, right? And who can blame them? I mean, the last time they saw something like that, they got attacked, and what was it? They got, I can't remember if they got killed on the spot and then taken away, or taken away, you know, kidnapping and then killed. I don't remember how the procedure was. When they were, you know, collecting humans for feed, for the queen. But and then we have Netero talking about like, yeah, in my will, in Netero's will, he's talking about like how it's through an election, the successor of his position, you know, whoever is elected will get his position. Gone. Bedridden, you know, it's pretty bad. And Nav was talking about, you know what, we might have to rebuild this whole hospital just to accommodate Gon, to get him back on his feet. Killua, he has those dead eyes again, where, you know, he feels like he has to do this thing in order to get what he wants, and he wants to, you know, get Gon back into shape. So I don't know what he's doing, but he's not going with Nav. Nav offered him to come with, to, you know, like help bring back one specialist or whatever to help with Gon, and he's like, nah, but he was like, yo, those specialists better be good while I'm gone. It's like, okay, so you're not gonna stay for Gon, you're not gonna go with Nov. So he has someone in mind, I believe, who could bring Gon back to how he was, maybe? I can't think of a character that they met in the series so far, so it might just be only a thing that Killua knows. Who knows? Yeah, a lot of stuff at the very end. And you have King dying in Komugi's lap, and Komugi shortly followed after. She had a lot of energy towards the end, right? It was like a weird, I want to say, contrast between the two, but not really so, because then he was poisoned way longer than her, and then she gets poisoned from because it's contagious, but I don't know. It's sad how they went out like that, but at the same time it felt nice, like they were happy with how things ended. They're happy, so I'm happy for them. But yeah, I don't know why, but this election thing just sounds kind of like a tournament to me. What was his position anyway? I forgot. It was like chairman or something. And then they brought the Zodiacs, which are supposedly some of the best, or are the best, hunters within the Hunter Association. And lo and behold, the last person walking up amongst that line of Zodiac people was Gon's father. Gin? Or Jin? I forgot what was the right pronunciation for his name. It's been quite a while since I've, because that was the original goal for Gon, right? And then at some point it was about Kite. Like all he had in his mind was Kite. It wasn't about searching for his father anymore. But now that his father is there, what would his father think if he saw Gon right now? Like, would he try to help, or would he be like, this is a trial that you must get past, Gon, in order to be like me? I'm like, I don't know. There's some things that I feel like Jin or Gin does that just feels like the worst thing the father could do. Not very the worst, but it's like not very father-like. It's like, yo, you're on your own, buddy, kind of the attitude. And that's how it's always been. But then Gon didn't mind it. It's like, yo, it's like a trial that my father has left for me, so I'm gonna try and prove to him that I can do this, or something like that. So I can see it like that, but at the same time, as a father figure, I feel like he's not very high on the list of father figures in anime. But he is one of the best hunters, so his outlook on life is gotta be something interesting to be in that position, right? So what I think is probably not even close to what he sees on like a philosophical level, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking too hard about this. Let's just get into 137. Yeah, 37. Here we go. They are the leaders of the Hunter Association. 12 hunters whose abilities the chairman had recognized. I get why it's called the Zodiacs now. It's so obvious. So wait, where does Jin? What animal is he? They're literally based off of the Zodiacs. I was not expecting that. Oh, he's a boar. Huh. Oh, new intro. Wow, it feels weird watching this intro, because you're seeing a whole bunch of characters that we just forgot about. Or I forgot about. Because we've been in that country for a minute. Debate among Zodiacs. I am not going to remember any of these guys' names. Not right away, anyway.
なのでは
That guy looked more like rat than a horse. Of course, I'm basing it off the teeth, right? So this guy is supposed to be rat. He has no facial or any visible traits saying that he is the rat. But in a business sense, I can see that.
みんなより少しだけ役職上だし、そこそこまとめ役もできるし。
So even though he is a Zodiac and they're Zodiacs, he's above them because he's the vice chairman.
いいからおめえが叱り続けろ。素直に仕切りてえって言えよ、クズが。それでは、不詳私アリストンの進行に意義のある方、挙手をお願いします。絶対やだ、絶対やだ、絶対やだ。反対4名。賛成多数でこのまま僕が司会します。行きましょう。僕はいつでも引きますよ。
I didn't see it. Did Jin raise his hand? I don't think so.
では、僕から提案です。僕が会長に立候補しますから、選挙をやめません。
Yeah. He just totally disregarded the will of Netero. Is that her arm? It is. I don't know if that's really true. I think he's just putting words out there right now on behalf of the chairman. The late chairman. 18 people went missing since he became the vice. Mm. Yeah. This man is sus. Oh. I mean, he said it. No one else was, brave enough to say it among them. What, they don't like him? Yeah, he's trying to get rid of Jin right now. At least he believes in Gon. Yeah, and this rat guy is trying to get rid of Jin from running in the election. Is that a tail coming out the back? Oh, okay. I guess it's a hairstyle. That just looks weird to me. Beans? Oh, the jelly bean guy? Since I won't lose. Why? Does that really matter? It's the process that counts. Yeah, keep it anonymous. Because then, once you put your name on it, people are going to be biased about your train of thought. Why do you look at Jin? Was there some Nen action right there when he pulled it? He looked at Jin and then he pulls Jin's election process out. Could just be coincidence, I don't know. Yeah, seems like they all don't really like Jin either.
再度選挙を行い、それでも決まらない場合、順次人数を半分とする。ルールその3、投票率が 95% 未満の場合、その選挙のみやり直すこと。
If it's under 95%, it has to be redone. That's pretty demanding. Anonymous votes will be invalid. Anonymity? Oh, he's trying to stir the pot. Yeah.
選挙対策委員会最高責任者はジン・フリークスとする。
書かなかった。深くね。
ルール4まではともかく責任者はまた別に決めることでしょ。じゃあ4まででいいぜ。
Oh, Jin is just messing with them all. 2 days ago. Oh, that's why I looked at him. He worked something out previously. Wait, did he figure out what the doll girl was gonna do? Because then nobody suggested that. She just went up and did it. But then she was sitting next to Jin, right? Are they working together? Okay, so no, they're not working together. Damn, he knows everyone. And what they'll probably do. Yeah, he doesn't want the rat guy or maybe another one to mess with, you know, the will. Because, yeah, right off the back, the rat guy was like, let's just make me chairman and, you know, forget the election. It's like, in the will, it wanted to have an election. Netero wanted an election to happen. Oh, he didn't want number 5 to actually go through. Damn. Is his target the rat guy? I can understand that. Not exactly to kill, I assume. It's mostly just to make sure that the rat guy doesn't get what he wants. Dun, 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 dun. 661 members. That's pretty early. It starts at midnight? Interesting. Hey! That girl. I don't remember her name. Starts with an M, I think. Yeah, we see familiar faces. Oh, what was his name? The started with a G. And there's Hisoka. Oh. 77. So Hisoka was there to just get information. Now, is he there to try and fight Gon's dad, Jin? Or was it to talk about Gon? I don't know. And he's just chilling. Ah! Itarumi! Why you put that on? Why you put that face on?
投票率 87.7%、条件不達成により再選挙が決定しました。おい、見るくらいいいだろう。ダメです。単なる好奇心だって。最高責任者に選ばれた以上、開票は全て私が一人でやり。
Okay, so he's the election chairman. Once again, they're hanging out.
そっちこそ。密かってさ、ニュース見ないでしょ。実は外来種のアリと戦って共倒れ。教会にはご褒美として広い庭が贈られましたとさ。
Yep, they got all of NGO.
やっぱり。
Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
密かがクロロと鬼ごっこしてる間にいろんなニュースがあったのさ。イルミが僕のマネージャーしてくれないかな。ゴンは今死にかけてて、ヒルアは親父に直談。
Okay, Lua went to his father.
このままだと二人とも死ぬ。
He's like, that can't be. I'm gonna kill them. Another younger Zoldyck brother. Wants to get rid of him. Why? You guys are family. And that little brother is the only one that's like walking off. It's like, yo, peace. New ending. I keep forgetting that we don't have Leorio and Kurapika yet. Will we see them again before the end of this series? It's weird that the show kind of revolves around the four of them, but they left half of these four out of the show for a good chunk of it, you know? It just seems a bit odd to me. Oh, I can't look. Alright, that was episode 137. Alright, it's ramping up. I'm feeling excited about what's to come. We see a lot of faces, familiar faces. There was the one from that helped him out in the Greed Island arc. I forgot his name. It started with a G. There was also some from like the Hunter exams. There was oh wait, what was his name? The guy who taught Gon and them. Man, I don't remember anyone. He was the guy with the glasses that came before the guy that was in the Greed Island arc with them. You also have Hisoka. There's Arumi that rolled up on him. What was it? Someone had like a 95 on his rating scale for it was Hisoka. Someone walked in front, you know. They didn't show us who it was though. I'm guessing it was either... Now that I think about it, it might have been Kurapika or Leorio, no? Because if I remember correctly, it was like a silhouette. So you don't really get to see who it was, but it had to have been one of them, I want to say. And now they said, what was it? Irumi was like, okay, yo, if you wanted to fight some strong opponents, you could have gone with the chairman to, you know, fight the Chimera Ants, right? Makes sense, right? And then, you know, he revealed to Hisoka, yo, Gon is on the verge of death, and yeah, Killua's gonna die too by talking to his dad for some reason. You know, what? Of course, considering the nature of the family, that's not, you know, that's within the possibilities if you're gonna go against someone in the family, the head of the family, I would say. And then they have like a brother who Irumi apparently doesn't like. And I guess the brother doesn't really care about the family because he's like walking off in the family portrait. He's like, yeah, screw you guys or something, you know? He had that kind of attitude in the photo. But yeah, I like how Jin approached it. You know, he knows everybody's actions inside and out. He predicted everything that was going on in that Zodiac meeting. At first I thought that the dog girl, Child, or I don't know how you say her name, but because she was the one that suggested it. So at first I thought, oh yeah, they must have been in on it because they were kind of sitting together. I could see that. But turns out, nah, he just knew that this is what this person might do, and this is what this person might think. This is what they're all gonna think. And of course, he said he has a target. I'm saying it probably is the vice chairman. And I think it's weird that even though they're all Zodiacs, only one of them actually did get a vice chairman. I felt like that's like crossing the borders of like the hierarchy and what you are and what you can be in like a way or something like that, and that's why he's like on equal footing as them but then slightly higher, which makes it seem like he's looking down on them, which he is. The rad guy's looking down on them. and he's trying to manipulate things. Like when he tried to get Jin to run off to Gon, I mean, sure enough, I mean, I'm like, yeah, that's seems like the normal thing to do, but he knows what the rat guy is trying to do, so he's not gonna let up. It's like, nah, you go visit him if you want to visit him. I know that he's gonna be okay, you know. And that attitude reassured, okay, you know, he's giving Gon some credit where credit is due. He owes Gon a lot, I feel like, as a father, and it's nice to know that Jin as a father respects or has enough faith in Gon to pull through this ordeal that he's going through, you know, being on the hospital bed and everything. But yeah, it's kind of weird to think about. But yeah, the vice chairman, the rat guy, he's sus. I think it's funny how no one trusts Jin either. It's like, nah, we don't want the rat or Jin. We don't want either of them to be the chairman. And then he also put down the stupid rule number 5 where it was like, yo, I can be the election committee chairman. It's like, no way. Everybody was like, nah, that's not happening. And then Jin was like, you know, if that actually went through, then I'm going to quit, resign from the Hunters Association. Because, yeah, that actually would have been truly uncalled for them to let that to happen. Yeah, he's like, yeah, there's no hope for this association at that point, right? I think that's what had gone in his mind, and that's why he said what he said. But yeah, I'm happy that the Chimera Ant arc is finally over and we're moving on to something new, because it's been a while, and I'm happy that it's finally happening, right? Also, would love it if once Gon is, you know, good, I hope he'll get good, he'll meet up with the girl or the kid. I'm pretty sure it's a girl, but meet up with the kid who recognizes herself as Kite. You know, that'd be a nice, interesting reaction. And yeah, they said that it has to be 95%. If it's below 95%, then they have to redo the vote. 33 were absentees, and then like 40 something were like invalid. I like how Hisoka just pulled up and was like, yeah, I don't really plan it. He's like, look, blank. It's blank. It's blank. It's like, why are you even here then? Yeah, he's just sizing everybody up right now, trying to see. It's actually pretty smart. I mean, he wants to fight strong people, and yet all of these hunters are gonna come into this one event place. So he's just gonna sit back and just measure them up. It makes sense why he's there. Of course, he doesn't care about the position of chairman. He just wants to fight strong people. And I don't know what exactly Killua plans to do by going to his father. Is there someone in his family that knows how to heal Gon or something? Again, Kurapika, Leorio, where you at? But yeah, that was good. I like that. Those last 3 episodes I just watched, I enjoyed that. Conclusion of the Ant arc, closing all of the, you know, some mysteries, you know, like who Reina became, Cold and Kite, and all those revelations and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm excited for what's to come, but at the same time I'm kind of sad because we know for a fact it's not going to be as long as the Chimera Ant arc, because it's supposed to end on 148, which will force me to read the manga. It better not just hard cut me off in the anime, because that's gonna fuck. I don't want that. I've had anime do that to me. Maybe I should thank those anime, because that's what actually got me into manga, because they just did a hard cutoff. And every single time I rewatched it, I wanted to know what was next, but then I told myself, no, I don't want to read the manga, I want to watch the anime. See, I was one of those at first. But then in 2015, I was like, you know what, screw it. I want to read the manga. And it was kind of difficult for me at first. but given a couple months, I was just diving into a whole bunch of manga, and it felt good. And then I get what they say now, where it's like anime is more like a glorified advertisement for the source material, assuming that it's not an original, right? Some anime are just pure original, and then they make stuff afterwards, you know. But yeah, I think I've rambled on long enough. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next few episodes. Shoots.